Shalom, shalom. Can you guys hear me out there? Hey, Renana, you're gonna have to go ahead and do this moderation for a little bit while Kimda get ready. She's been preparing food all morning. So, Renana, you know how to send them to the moon. Shalom, shalom. Boy, some of you guys might have got off last night, boy. Let me tell you, at the end of that last night get together, boy, we uncovered some nuggets, didn't we? Shalom, quiet EP. Boy, we uncovered some nuggets. And I uncovered some stuff this morning. I want somebody to post Psalms 119 and 69. We dealing with some craft. When Psalms 83 say crafty counsel, hey Didia, we dealing with some crafty counsel. Very crafty, but thanks be to the Ruach HaKodesh. She uncovering all of their crafty counsel. She uncovering all of their crafty counsel right now, brothers and sisters. Thanks be to the Holy Spirit. Are you guys hearing me out there? I got to check this out. I didn't even have a chance to even go through this yet, so I want to see where everything is. I want to see where everything is. All right. Now, what I want you guys to do for yourself, because I didn't have time to upload it. If you got a Hebrew or a Strong's Concordance, where you can look up words in Hebrew and Greek, I want somebody to type in NEPH N-E-P-H-I-S-H. N-E-P-H-I-S-H. And tell me what you get in the Hebrew. Somebody type in Nephish. N-E-P-H-I-S-H. I did it, but I didn't have a chance to upload it. But I want you to tell me what you find. Type in Nephish. N-E-P-H-I-S-H. In your Strong's Concordance. And under Hebrew, we're going to do Hebrew first. Tell me if it has a definition or if it's blank. Tell me if it's blank. We know that the Mezerites are the one that transcribed this Bible. And we know Psalms 119:69 tell us that they forged a lie. Now somebody try to give me Nephish, N-E-P-H-I-S-H. This is in 1 Chronicles chapter 5 and verse 19. 1 Chronicles chapter 5 and verse 19. Let's see if this is even a word according to the Bible. Because every word in the Bible, as it pertains to names, have an identifying marker. It tells you about it. Break it down. Now, somebody out there, I want you to just type in Nephish, First Chronicles 5 and 19 in the Hebrew. Tell me what you got. No, you got to spell it just like it's in the Bible. N-E-P-H-I-S-H. N-E-P-H-I-S-H. You got to spell it just like they put it in there. N-E-P-H-I-S-H. Tell me what you get. Talking about Ishmael? Nephish. Talk about Ishmael, huh? So let's talk about, we know Ishmael and his family came over here with us, right? A son of Ishmael. Now, our brother last night brought out some great stuff. Now that was N-E-P-H-I-S-H, right? Now I want you to type in N-E-P-H-I-S. N-E-P-H-I-S. That's in 1 Esdras, chapter 5 and verse 21. 1 Esdras 5 and 21. N-E-P-H-I-S. N-E-P-H-I-S. That's in First Esdras 5 and 21. Give us the breakdown of N-E-P-H-I-S. Yeah, they're gonna put it in the feminine, huh? Yeah, I know it. We know who behind the feminine. Because this book is masculine. Got you going last night? No, that was brother Chicken came on there last night. Broke that out. No, N-E-P-H-I-S. You got Nephisms. Nephisms. Look at Nephisms. A family of returned exiles. A family of returned exiles. What that mean? A family of returned exiles. All right, now, I got a King James Version Bible, 1611. 1611 King James Version Bible. 1611 King James Version Bible. 1611 King James Version Bible. With the Apocrypha still in it. With the Apocrypha still in it. Now all we're going to do is go to that First Maccabees, Second Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 36. Go to first. We got this is how the Bible was originally put together. Your Apocrypha was in it. Your Apocrypha is still in the 1611 King James Version Bible. So we're going to go to First Maccabees, where Brother Chicken brought out last night, and verse number 36. Because they're saying that the word Nephite is nowhere in the Bible. They lying to our people. It's in the Bible. I just wanted to show you that. Remember, your Apocrypha was taken out. Why did they take the Apocrypha out? They took the Apocrypha out because they had to doctor that too. You know what's missing out of this book? The book of Jasher, the book of Enoch. They never put it back. How do you know Enoch's supposed to be in here? In the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 14, Jude is quoting from Enoch. Enoch's supposed to be in here, and the book of Jasher is supposed to be in here. Now that's what you want. That's what they want you to think, Howard, because you guys don't read. You guys read too fast. Slow down when you read. Just slow down when you read. I'm gonna show you how to read this. The book of Jubilees supposed to be in here too. Your Bible's supposed to be about that big. Your Bible's supposed to be about that big, maybe that big. Remember I showed you what they did to the slave Bible? They took it all apart, and they never put it back together like it's supposed to be. So now, watch this. I'm going to show you how these people use commas and they use punctuation points to throw you off. All you got to do is read real slow. Just read real slow. That's all. We're going to go to Second Maccabees chapter 1, verse 34 to 36. Now I'm going to read this real slow under the Holy Spirit. Then the king, let's go up. Let's go up. Let's go to verse 30. And the priest sung psalms of thanksgiving. Now when the sacrifice was consumed, Nehemiah commanded the water that was left to be poured on the great stones. This was done. There was kindled a flame, but it was consumed by the light that shined from the altar. And when this matter was known, it was told to the king of Persia that in the place where the priests that were led away had hid the fire, there appeared water, and that Nehemiah had purified the sacrifices therewith. Then the king, enclosing the place, made it holy after he had tried the matter. And the king took many gifts and bestowed thereof on those whom he would gratify. Verse 36. And Nehemiah called this Naphtali, which is as much as to say a cleansing. Stop. Nehemiah called it a place of cleansing. It was a ritual, something like what Maccabees and them did when they retook the temple after the Romans and them was in there harlot and all that. They done rededicated the temple. Now they cleansed it and purified it. And Nehemiah said it's clean. Nehemiah said it's clean. Now look at the next word. Emphasis. Emphasis. You can't just read over that. Emphasis. Emphasis. But, that means that the other brothers didn't call it cleansing. They called it another name. But, that don't mean cleansing. But, Nehemiah said that meant cleansing. But, is anybody getting this? But, see, when you guys read it, you read that, you just keep reading, you're supposed to stop. But Nehemiah called it a place of cleansing. This is a day of cleansing. But many men called it Nephi. Brothers and sisters, when we read the book of Mormon along with the Bible, you can get in there, and some of our ancestors made trips later back over to Jerusalem. You guys hearing me talking? I think it was Moroni, Nehemiah. Somebody took a trip back over there to go retrieve the plates and bring them back. Just before the temple got destroyed. That story is in the book of Mormon. You guys gotta keep reading your book of Mormon. You gotta get all of the meat out of it. Now, I just wanted to show you that if anybody tell you that the Nephites or the Nephi is not mentioned in the Bible, they lie. They're a liar. That's why I wanted to show you that. Thanks to Brother Chicken. So it's in the Bible. The mention of the Nephites is in the Bible. So, according to everybody that's trying to devaluate the Bible, that proved that the Book of Mormon is in the Bible. That's right. Brother said multiple times. Yeah, it is. So, we established that fact. Now, my wife had got a phone call that you guys can't order the other books no more. You can't get this book. That's what I'm hearing. You can't order it on Amazon no more. They took it down. Is that right? Somebody go try to see. They say they order it, and nothing happens. Sandy said, yep. There you go. Now, I don't like people lying on people that passed away. You got it on Kindle? Yeah, if you can get it on Kindle, get it. Oh, they got a fake one up there? Yeah, probably, more than likely, Howard. A lot of the information is missing. That's how they're getting down right now. But I want you guys to look at this. I'm going to leave that up there because we're gonna take care of all of those that's lying on the Gentile brother, Joseph Smith. They lying on it. We're going to take care of all of those lies. But they're using that lie as a means to turn our people away from the book. Didn't they tell us that King James was a homosexual and we shouldn't read the Bible? How many guys remember that one? King James is a homosexual and you shouldn't read the Bible. It's the same tactics. Satan don't have the ability to change. He just brings the same tactics in a different manner. And it's sad that our people are too intellectually lazy to go research it for themselves. Hey, Daniel. I'm back live. It's a shame that our people are too intellectually lazy to go read it for themselves. Now, this is on page number 6. This is on page number 6. This is backing up what my Mormon friends, I got friends, have told me. If you can get it on Kindle, go get it on Kindle. It's on page number 6. It's on page number 6. Now we putting together all of the videos that I did on these lessons. But now I'm going to read. Now you see that word right there, IXTLILXOCHITL? That's a Hebrew brother that lived in Mexico that had all of the knowledge of our father's ancient history in America. I just call him Chittle. We proved that that brother had, the Europeans went to him to try to get the knowledge of not only the Book of Mormon, but our ancestors. We just started, Meadows. We just started. Yeah, they're going to buffer a lot because they don't want you guys to get this information again. Now we're going to read, and I'm going to read it with the Holy Spirit, and we're going to take out all of the snake talk. Joseph Smith did not lay claim to writing the Book of Mormon. And he didn't. He claimed that his material was derived from the ancient, authentic hieroglyphic writings. In fact, he did not lay claim to the authorship of a single word of the Book of Mormon, but rather stated that he merely served in the capacity of a translator. It's clear on my side. It's very clear on my side. Now, before I move on, does everybody see that he never said he wrote the book? I want to get a consensus on this before we go forward. Now look at the same breakdown. I'm going to read it again real slow. When you do not have any knowledge of ancient America and that our ancestors lived here thousands of years before 1619, you are completely ignorant to the fact that the 10 tribes of Israel were not stupid dummies, but the Most High was dealing with them just like he was dealing with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. That's right. You won't find all of the Mormons know this. They know Joseph didn't write the book. So if Joseph didn't, look what this say at the top. We got to read with comprehension. I know they dumbed us down in these school systems, but you guys, it's right there in your face. Joseph Smith did not lay claim to writing the Book of Mormon. He claimed that his material was derived from ancient, authentic hieroglyphic writings. Who are the ancient people? Somebody just go right now in your Bible. I want you to type in ancient, and I want you to get a verse out the first stick out of the Bible. Post it. Post it. The ancient people. Post it. We're going to back up everything I'm saying. Who the Most High call the ancient people? I want to show you where they're getting this stuff from. Somebody give me a verse out of the Bible. Ancient. We're going to connect the dots with the Bible. It's talking about you. But give me a verse. Oh, they're already talking about me down there in Phoenix. Because I'm teaching, I'm able to teach what they got in their hand. Because it's our book. It's DNA. There you go. What's that? Isaiah 3 and what? 14? Repost it. Isaiah 3 and 14. Isaiah 3 and 14. Repost that. Can you repost it? There you go, another one. What's that? We want the Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people. Stop. That's all we want. Isaiah 3 and 14. Who the ancients? There go Job 12 and 12. With the ancient is with. That's talking about the Most High right there. We want that. There, where we got? What else you got? You're going to find it over and over again in your Bible. Isaiah 3 and 14. Thank you, Didia. Isaiah 3 and 14. Somebody post that on First Fruits. Isaiah 3 and 14. It's talking about you. Who are the ancient covenant people? It's us. We the children of the ancient covenant people. Man, this stuff's so easy under the Holy Spirit. It's unbelievable. Before I move on, can we establish Isaiah? That's right, slave of the Most High. Thank you. Now we got it on First Fruits too. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people. Stop. It's us. That's another word for Hebrew Israelites. I'm going to read it again. I'm going to put Hebrews in there. Joseph Smith did not lay claim to writing the Book of Mormon. He claimed that his material was derived from the Hebrew Israelites' authentic hieroglyphic writings. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. Don't get me fired up today. That's what that is saying when you take Isaiah 3 and 14 and you understand that you are the descendants of the ancient covenant people. So now you can put right there in that thing that he got that from your ancestors. Because everything ancient came from your ancestors. You know why? You want to know why? Go to Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 7 and 8. Somebody put up Deuteronomy 4, 7 and 8. We're going to get a deeper understanding of why you the ancient covenant people, because some of us don't understand that he gave you, our nation, the laws, the statutes, and the commandments, and he didn't give it to any other nation. That's what makes you the ancient covenant people. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 7 and 8. Man, I'm on fire right now. Holy Spirit all on me. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 7 and 8. I'm going to read it out of the Bible. I'm going to show you why you the ancient covenant people. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 7 and 8. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 7 and 8. For what nation is there so great, who have God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in what? As the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for. And what nation is there so great that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day? Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them, thy sons and thy sons' sons. That's what makes us the ancient covenant people. He did not give these laws, statutes, and commandments to any other nation but us. And within these laws are laws of taking a bath, are laws of washing yourself, are laws of cleaning, washing your clothes. This is the first instance on planet Earth where men were giving laws of morality. Our ancestors were the ones that were giving laws of morality when the rest of the nations had no idea of morality. It was our job to teach the other nations, I'm going to keep it simple, how to take a bath, how to wash their clothes, how not to sleep with their daughters, how not to sleep with another man, and how not to sleep with another woman. That was given to us to teach the rest of the world. And since we failed, and because we failed, all of the other nations are going back. They are regressing. They are going back to which they first started on the earth. They are regressing and you are progressing. Can you see it? It's right in front of your face. Oh, I'm teaching today. Oh, yeah, I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it, baby. So, this brother, though he did a lot to try to hide our information because it was because of who he was working for. You guys got to see past these names. And you got to understand when we read the book of More, it tells you that it's an abominable church. And Satan is the founder of it. So what we got to do is see who's behind these writings. I don't see men. I see demons showing men what to write. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world. This is who we up against. We are uncovering and unraveling the secret combinations of the nations against the children of Israel. Now I'm going to keep reading because there's more meat in here. I will start right there. The ancient Mexican history. The what? Now you just can't read that and not have any knowledge of this. Other books. You got to know that Mexico was ancient and that we are the aboriginals of ancient America. Don't make me get that clip from Donald Trump. Let's keep reading. The ancient Mexican history, the works of Chittle, this is a Hebrew brother, was written in Mexico about the close of the 16th century. Now stop. This brother's work was ancient. They didn't get it on written on paper from the plates to the 16th century. Chittle, the author, derived his material from ancient, authentic, hieroglyphic writing. Stop. Who the ancient people? Because this brother's a Hebrew. They're telling you where he got all of his stuff. Everything he got, he had already had it. Because remember, in the book of Mormon, they were directed by the Most High God to keep the history on the plates. So there were certain men set up in the 10 tribes over here in America whose job was to hide and protect the history of our ancestors. See? The ancient Mexican history, the works of the Hebrew brother Chittle, was written in Mexico about the close of the 16th. They didn't even get the stuff written down, brothers and sisters, to the 16th century. Chittle, the author, derived his material from Hebrew Israelite authentic hieroglyphic writings, which he had received from his ancestors. You guys see that? Do you see that? We going in tonight. Put it on. Put it on. Now we're going to read it in its proper context again. The ancient Mexican history, the works of Chittle, was written in Mexico about the close of the 16th century. They didn't get it down on paper until the 16th century. Chittle, the author, derived his material from the Hebrew Israelite authentic hieroglyphic writings, which he had received from his ancestors, the ancient Hebrew Israelites. More than 200 years passed before this ancient Mexican history was first published. Why they wait 200 years? Let's put hands on them again. Now the Gentiles got your stuff. They waited 200 years. Somebody tell me, why did they wait 200 years? Taking out information, that's part of it. What up? What's up, Messiah? What else? What else? Why they wait 200 years? No, not to get rid of us. Something else was going on during the 16th century. You close, Zara. Something else was going on. It's telling us the time, the 16th century. And then he come back and said they waited 200 years. Okay, from the beginning of the 16th century, add 200 years, what you get? We going somewhere. We dealing with the 10 tribes. The 1800s. There you go. Thank you, JL. Now we up to the 1800s before they released it. Now I'm going to say something to all of you. Sit down in your chair. During the 16th century, they wouldn't let us. Do anybody know the date? Nah, hell no. I ain't going to got to go all that. They wouldn't let us read or write for how many years? What's up, Yehudim? How many years, Yehudim, they didn't let us read or write? 300 years. 300 years. 300, you got it. You got it. No, not JL, not 400, 300. We dealing with the 10 tribes of Israel. We ain't talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Now, the 1600, they just started breaking it down. They held it close to the vest for 200 years. Now, think. What supposedly happened in 1619? I'm about to get up and run out of here. Now you starting to see. Now you starting to see. It's unraveling, ain't it? That's right. That's right. No, ain't no slave trade started. No, they was shipping us out of here. Remember, the 1492 when they came, we fought 61 wars. They were shipping us from America to the other places over the world. So they had to concoct a 1619 slave story. You want to know how you know that's a damn lie? They made movies. You don't make, who make movies about the truth? All of your movies are CIA mind control operations. Every last one of your movies. So your enemy gonna find some compassion in his heart, and he gonna tell you that he brung you over here in slavery and whipped the hell out of you and beat you. That's what your enemy did, right? He got some compassion in his heart, so he cooked up the slave movies, and then he brought them to you, and then he didn't even give you no reparations for it or nothing. So he made movies, movie after movie after movie of brainwashing. So then he hit you with 12 years of slave. They still in your history. The priests of Mahan are making sure you never find out that what Martin Luther King said, that the Negro is exiled in his own land. That Malcolm X said, you are aboriginal. So they hit you with them movies. At the same time they hit you with them movies, you had Africans telling you in your damn face, you ain't my damn brother. You ain't my sister. And now you even more confused because the Africans don't want to claim you. They knew they wasn't your people all the time. So now we up to the 1800s. Now they releasing our information as the 10 tribes of the house of Israel. Now I'm gonna ask you guys a simple question. Why have they went through so much to hide who the 10 tribes of the house of Israel are? Because the Melchizedek priesthood is coming back into the earth under the 10 tribes of the house of Israel. The Ruach HaKodesh and the keys of the kingdom is coming back right now in the earth after the 10 tribes of the house of Israel. This is all about stopping the Melchizedek order and stopping the keys from being given to one of us so that we can open up the mysteries of the kingdom of God on the earth with which we're doing right now. That's what this is all about. We the only Hebrews going into this information, reading the other books, and the Holy Spirit is downloading like crazy. It's all about the holy order that started at the beginning. Let's keep reading. The ancient Mexican history, the works of Chittle, he's a Hebrew Israelite, was written in Mexico at about the close of the 16th century. About the close of the 16th century. Chittle, the author, derived his material from ancient authentic hieroglyphic writings, from Hebrew Israelite authentic hieroglyphic writings, which he had received from his ancestors. That means thousands of years worth of history he got from his ancestors. More than 200 years passed before this ancient Mexican history was first published. They held it close in the Vatican under the rocks for 200 years. And then somebody figured after they release it, they can make some money. You know, that's how these people operate. And to the knowledge of the writers of this book, up to the present time, it has not hitherto been published in English. They didn't even publish the damn thing in English the first after the 200 years. Who they trying to hide it from? Thank you. You. They got to get some more slave movies in you first. They got to get Jesse Jackson to come out and say you African American first. They got to make you think you black first. They got to make you think you colored first. Oh, you seeing it? Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? Before they put it in English, they got to make sure every last one of you is in a gang, crip, blood, killing each other, genocidal, killing each other. They got to make sure they got the prison system built. They got to make sure they get the probation departments set up. They got to make sure they get you all hooked up in just the Bible. You know, just the Bible. Hell, you still a Christian if you just in the Bible. Go back to the Christian church. Go back to the Christian church if you Bible only. Because you still a damn Christian. You ain't got no knowledge of you, yourself, your people, or your real history. You still a Christian. So now, before they waited 200 years to put it in English, they said, C-Line, we're going to make sure these Indians are psychologically destroyed. We got to detach them from the land. We got to make sure they don't know that this land is older than Africa. We got to make sure that they don't know. We got to take all of the lions, the tigers, and the bears, and we got to transport them over to the continent of Africa. We got to get all of that evidence that this land was full of lions and tigers and bears, oh me, oh my, and we got to make them think that life originated on the continent of Africa. Don't release that information yet. Hold on to it. We gotta tell them they can't read or write for 300 years. These people so smart. These people know the courses of the sun and the moon. These people so smart. They know all of the portals on the earth. These people so smart. They know where all of the demon caves are. These people so smart. They know everything about the planet. And we got to get it from them. And we got to steal it. And we got to act like we the ones that know it all. Hold them back for 300 years. We got to catch up. We dumb as a sack of rocks. We got to steal all their information, and we got to go through it with a fine-tooth comb here in America. And then we got to set up colleges. And then after we dumb them completely down, we're going to reprogram them in the junior, all the way down to the damn, when the schools start, all the way when the baby damn near 3, 4 years old. They want to get you when you're still a little baby, and they want to deprogram you. Preschool. They want to get you all the way into preschool, get you out the hands of the mama and the loving mama, and then program you at 3, and then teach you that you gotta go to school. And if you don't go to school, then we're gonna come and put you in jail. So you gotta go do the brainwashing program. We don't want you to drop out of the brainwashing program, because in there we ain't gonna teach you a damn thing but about our history. Now we gotta reprogram all of you. And then if you went to college, oh my goodness, you getting a triple dose of satanic indoctrination. You ain't supposed to hate nobody. This is all about getting your butt kicked for the sins of your forefathers. Nah, ain't no other nation. That's what they... Come on, man. Ain't no other nation was given no law, statutes, and commandments. Read your Bible. It was us. We were supposed to teach the rest of the world. You ain't got to be mad at nobody. This don't make you mad at nobody. This should make you get on your knees and go after the Holy Spirit and righteousness. That's what this is supposed to do. This is supposed to make you go after the Most High even more. Most High, I'm sorry what my ancestors did, Most High. I want to make it up, Most High. How can I make it up? Live right. So now, I told you last night, I'm sent to the children of the light. I'm not sent to the children of the flesh. The children of the flesh that come on here, we're going to send them straight to the moon. We're not bringing this information for them. This ain't for them. You guys come from the light. You better hear me talking. You guys come from the light. That's why your spirit bear witness with my spirit. I'm a child of the light. I was sent here to help you get back your righteous mind and get back to your place in the heavens. Let's keep going. Yeah, that's too deep for some people. Let's go back. So they waited 200 years before they printed it in English. So King Louisborough's work was published in 1830, 1831. But volume 8 and 9 did not come from the press until 17 years later. What? See how they hold this stuff? They still checking to see if you guys still sleep. They checking to see, hold on, don't release that yet. Hold it. Hold it. Not yet. We had a few brothers out there trying to teach this. I heard Bobby Hemmett a while back. He came out and told everybody. And Bobby Hemmett crazy as hell to me because he got too much knowledge. But he came out and told all the Negro, you from here, this your damn land. Every place on the earth, we ruled it at one time. We did. These people just want you to think you come from a damn dirty continent called Africa when you was living in the promised land. It wasn't just America at that time. Venezuela was part of America. Cuba, over there where Cumero is. All of that was Americana. Guatemala, Honduras. All you got to do is pay attention. No, let's keep going. So they didn't want to release volume 8 and volume 9 until 17 years later. As late as 1839, Lord Kingsborough first 7 volumes were still unavailable in the United States. What? Kind of like what Amazon doing right now. Unavailable. This book is unavailable. Unavailable. You see that, Zila? is unavailable, Cherokee Warrior. I told you all of the attention is on the United States of America because the 10 tribes of Israel are living here and they want to keep you in a sleep and a slumber. They don't want you to wake up. As late as 1839, Lord Kingsborough, first 7 volumes were still unavailable in the United States. So they're over there overseas reading it, drinking wine, smoking cigars. Brother Kumero come along and show you all of the paintings on the wall over there in Europe of us ruling in America. And then here they come now, they over there keeping it a secret. On April 25th, 1839, the great historian, William H. Prescott. Wait a minute. How is he a great historian? Snake talk. How is he a great historian? You didn't get here to the 1400s. What make you great? Now they're jacking themselves up above you guys. Here we go. Here we go. They taking your place. This is all the Most High, you guys. This part of your whooping. You didn't want to do what the Most High wanted you to do. Now he's setting up new booties, people that didn't get here in 1492. Now they calling themselves great. Woo! Yes, it is. He's a great historian. What you know? Tell me something before 1492 that you didn't steal from Brother Chittle, the Hebrew Israelite historian who come from the ancient covenant people. Tell me, Mr. Prescott, can you tell me anything outside of our writings? No, you can't. Let's keep going. The great historian, William H. Prescott, while at work on his famous conquest of Mexico. Conquest of what? What? What did he say? What did he say? Do you guys know what a conquest is? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm bringing it out. Oh my goodness gracious. He said the conquest. That means they fight like hell. They fight like hell to take it. Their conquest. So you're a great historian, but you're talking about a conquest. You're talking about killing women and children and cutting babies out of wombs and hanging people and burning people and feeding people to the dogs. They go to conquest. We know what the conquest look like now because we done read. We can read. The conquest. All right. All right. While at work on his famous conquest of Mexico, wrote, I am daily expecting from Europe the magnificent works of Lord Kingborough. You guys, if you go get any knowledge on Lord Kingborough, if you go get any knowledge on Lord Kingborough, he said in this book that the so-called Indians, that's a code word for Negro, are the Jews. Now let's take this book and let's put it by that book. This book written by Manasseh ben Israel, my Ish brother. He didn't believe that we was the Jews until he got done. So their conquest in America is the conquest to take down the Jews. The real Jews. The biblical Jews. Now I'm going to read a little bit out of this before we keep going. Indians are Jews. An introduction by Lynn Glazer to a reprint of Manasseh ben Israel, The Hope of Israel. Now I'm going to read right here if they knew who you were when they came here in 1492. Enough of the lies. In their own words. In their own words. Let's see if I can find it. No, I ain't going to even go there. I'm going to show you that we know now, according to the Book of Mormon, that this land is the promised land. Now, our ancestors was worshiping Satan when they came. Remember that story in the Book of Mormon, that the Most High put the spirit upon Columbus and brought him over here, and he put his wrath upon our ancestors. Now watch what these people said, what land they landed in when they got here. That's how mad the Most High was. Now they call it the land of the devil. The explorers in the land of the devil. Do you guys see that? Do you see that? That's why you are repenting for the sins of your forefathers and for your sins to this day. But in this book, it tells you all the way up into the 19th century, they knew that the people living over here were the 10 tribes of the house of Israel. But they sure kept that from you, didn't they? Let's continue. I am daily expecting from Europe the magnificent works of Lord Kingborough. There is not a copy, I believe, in the United States. Of course, it should be remembered that the 9 more years elapsed, 1848, before Kingsborough's first edition of the works of Chittle came from the press. The prophet Joseph Smith had been dead for 3 years when Kingsborough's 9-volume had all been published. Therefore, it can never be successfully maintained that he obtained material from the Book of Mormon from the works of Chittle. Remember, that's the Hebrew brother. I got just at the bottom of them. Watch this, all about money. Further, of the 2 accounts, the only Book of Mormon purports to be taken from eyewitness records contemptuously with the events related. As a general rule, it gives a more detailed account than does the works of Chittle. It is also considered the more reliable of the 2. What? How you going to add something to what Brother Chittle already had when he had the records of the ancients? So now you adding what you think and you adding what you believe and calling it more reliable. Now they just now they twisting our history. I bet you somewhere in his book, the 10 tribes are now living over there in Europe. I bet you somewhere in his book, we come from Africa. You know, this may be, you know, I don't think that these people really are the people of, you know, this is the land of the devil. This ain't the chosen land. This ain't where the promised land. You know, we know the Most High told us this was the promised land. So we're going to change it and call it the land of the devil. And then, you know what I'm saying, we're going to start just changing everything. We're going to rewrite history. Listen to this before I move on. It is also considered that the more reliable of the 2. Lord Kingsborough's complete set of 9 volumes costs how much? 30 pounds. $1,350. Do that sound like the price of some of these books on Amazon right now? You know how much money that was back then? Oh, they made sure you guys wasn't even going to read that. A slave didn't have that kind of money. Oh, they make it so right. See how ain't nothing changed, but everything stay the same. You go online and try to get some of these books, and they got the price jacked up. They do it. They started way back here. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, it's all good, Cherokee Warrior. Let's keep going. Watch this. Watch this. These, Sister Stacy, these are the people teaching our people in the colleges. Now, you guys descend from the ancient covenant people. If you go look at that comedy skit that what was his name? That comedy skit from the black comedian. What was his name? Richard Pryor. When Richard Pryor went into the cave, they opened up the door. He went in there. He got the book. He said, "Oh, look at that! This our people. They was doing our brain surgery. They was doing this back in there in BC. And they made a funny thing out of it. And then they locked Richard Pryor in the room. Because Richard Pryor found out the truth. So now, since they think that we still stupid, let's read when archaeologists first started. Oddly enough, the very science of archaeology was born about the year 1840. What? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, no, hell no. Put hands on. What? Hold on, wait a minute. I'm showing this information on First Fruits of Truth. You can see it. I'm showing them the pictures. I'm reading from the book on First Fruits of Truth. On YouTube, we live. If you want to see it with your own two eyes, just jump on over there to First Fruits of Truth, YouTube. Oddly enough, the very science of archaeology was born. When was it born? About the year 1840. What? And yet, already in 1950, after 110 years, the Book of Mormon and the works of Chittle have been confirmed to a surprising degree by archaeology. Wait a minute. How you guys now gonna confirm something that's ancient, that go back thousands and thousands of years, and you didn't get started to the 1840s? And then it took you 110 years of looking at our stuff now you thinking you gotta see, this is the problem of the Gentile. They think we gotta wait on them to confirm something to prove whether something is right or something is wrong. No, you get to the back of the bus. Get to the back of the bus. You ain't nothing but a bunch of liars. Got all of our Gentile family walking around with this spirit on them, thinking they better than us when they didn't get here until 1492. And then they didn't even learn damn archaeology to 1840. These are new booties. These are new booties walking the earth, playing like they somebody, and they ain't no damn body. Stole all your knowledge, and they operating off of what the hell they stole from you. And then they telling you need to go to their schools. You need to learn from them. Learn what? How to be racist? Learn what? How to be gay? Learn what? Learn nation to nation right now, robbing and pillaging. It's your nature. That's your nature. That's the nature. Warlike, Khazar. Going from nation, they reverting back to their original nature. They just go and take. They kill with no problem. Bombing, killing, raping, robbing. Oops, oops, oops. China ain't out there doing that. Russia ain't out there doing that. Open up your eyes. It's the Amalekites. It's the same Amalekites that King David fought. Who you guys think behind all this? These are ancient enemies. And they got you looking at today's. Let me show you how they brainwashed all you Negroes. Let me come back over here. Let me show you how they did you. Because you guys too damn simple. You too damn simple. You too easy to brainwash. Now, there is a movie. Let me show you how. Remember, every movie is a CIA operation on the minds of the Negro. So, we know for a fact, documented history, that the people that came over here under the cover of the title Spaniards. We know for a fact, historical facts, I'm talking right now, that they were Ish, the Amalekites, Amalek. They never forgot what King David did. If you guys trying to figure out these people today without understanding, these people have full knowledge of all of their history, all the way back to the book of Exodus. That their ancestors would not let our ancestors pass through the land. They know exactly who they are, and they have never forgotten what our ancestors did to their ancestors. So right now, what you watching, all these people being kidnapped, is payback. You being paid back for the sins of your forefathers. And as long as you still connected to the sins of your forefathers and not repentant and under the blood of Christ, you fair game. Everywhere these people have went throughout history, they assume the identities of other people so that they can carry out their master plan as the incinerators of planet Earth. That's their job. I'm 56 years old, and America has been at war since I've been on the earth. So, in the movie Mississippi Burning, they made all of the whites and the blacks of America think that it was ordinary white Gentiles from Europe that was a part of the conquering of America and the slave trade. If you believe that, you have lost your natural mind. They took and threw under the bus to make you look the other way to a race of people who had nothing to do with the slavery because they made no money from the cotton fields. They made no money, and they just as poor as you, living down the street as you. You don't have enough sense to understand that 300 years of free slave labor made a certain nation of people the richest people on the earth. And so they made movies, CIA brainwashing, to make you look at the ordinary white man. who walking down the street, and now even the ordinary white man been hit with the psychological CIA mind control of the movies. So now they walking around with slave guilt, and they ain't had nothing to do with it, majority of them. Though they were enlisted and they made some chump change for participating in it, they were not the authors of it, and they did not profit from it. Facts that break the non-believers' backs. So all of these camps got you looking the other way. Oh yeah, baby, you dealing with crafty counsel. You out there pointing your damn finger at people that had nothing to do with it. Oh yeah, mama would say. They ain't sitting up there ruling the whole damn. These people ruled the whole world off of the cotton industry. Jeremiah, I think it's 23, and somewhere in Jeremiah 22, 23, it talks about they made no account of our wages. They didn't pay us. So they got free slave labor, and they got rich. That's what made them rich. And then you got the ignorant Christians talking about they the smartest people on the earth. That's why they rich. You fool. They got rich off of slavery. Are you that stupid? Are you that ignorant? Do I need to rebuke you for your ignorance? Man, the American people, you went to them colleges. You completely ignorant. Well, I slapped you out of it. Got white. The biggest game that's been played in America is racism. The biggest weapon of Satan in America is racism. Classism. Didn't we show you in the book of Mormon that it was our ancestors that started classism? The rich, the middle class, and the poor. They didn't start that. I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Everything these people doing, they stole it from you. They got your master plans, and now they're using it against you. Showed you in the book of Mormon, we started classisms. We started the churches. Then the Gentiles came over here and they just kept it moving. Stole the secret combinations. Kept using the same techniques. Let's go back. Oddly enough, the very science of archaeology was born about the 1840s. This is a shame. And they run around here acting like they smart. And yet, already in 1950, after but 110 years, the Book of Mormon was the works of Chittle have been confirmed to a surprising degree by archaeology. Stop. I showed you earlier, Quiet EP, that my brother, Joe, he my brother. No matter what he did, this is what people don't understand. Satan take brothers and he turn them against each other, just like Cain and Abel. He's still doing it today. He's still doing it today. So now, who is the one responsible for the Book of Mormon? I'm going to leave that right there for you, Yehudin. Remember, Brother Chittle is a Hebrew Israelite that lived in Mexico that had all of the ancient writings and plates that they got all of their information from. They just told you who's responsible for the Book of Mormon. I'm going to leave that right there while I go get another drink of water. Take a snapshot of that, please. People texting me, people going crazy. We like the world, baby. I never thought Most High would use me for this. Now I'm back. Who wrote the Book of Mormon? Hold on, let me put hands on. Hold on, let me put hands on. Whose works was it? A Hebrew Israelite. Do I gotta show? Do I got? Oh no! I gotta do this. Now we're gonna prove this because they told you guys this right here in the beginning of the dang old book, but nobody's want to read the front of the book. Negroes always like to go to the back of the book, read 2 pages, and think they know what the book is saying. That's what they think. Now, I'm going to back up what they just told you at the introduction of this book, the Book of Mormon. The introduction of this book going to tell you. Wherefore, right here. The introduction. Wherefore, it is an abridgment. Now, I'm going to read it. The Book of Mormon, an account written by the hand of Mormon. Written by who? You guys, do you read? Our people don't read. Or they don't have reading comprehension. So we're going to try to deduce, wait a minute, written by the hand of Mormon. So this person that they call him Moore had to have put him on the plates. Because Brother Chittle is the one that put it into the words. The Book of Mormon, an account written by the hand of Mormon, up on plates. There you go. Taken from the plates of Nephi. Wherefore, it is an abridgment of the record of the Nephi that's spoken of over there in your 2nd Maccabees 1 and 36. There go Nephi right there in the Apocrypha. Wherefore, it is an abridgment of the record of the people of Nephi and also of the Lamanites, written to the Lamanites who are the remnant of the house of Israel. What? Written to the Lamanites who are the remnant of the house of Israel. Right here it tells you that the Lamanites is Israelites. I showed you guys that. The Nephites, the Lamanites are all Israelites. Even the Ishmaelites are Israelites. They in here. People want to leave out Ishmael like he ain't a Hebrew Israelite when he the child of Abraham. Since you Negroes like to teach that come down through the seed of the father, the Hebrew Israelite is Ishmael too. No, you can't use the word Mormon. The word Mormon don't even pertain to the people living today. See, you guys, I can't. We operate with so much wisdom that I can't stand when I hear you guys spew out of your mouth something the slave master done told you. You quoting the slave master. The word Mormon don't deal with the people living today. I just showed you it's ancient people. It's Hebrew. Damn, I want to slap the taste out of some of you guys' damn mouth. Stop repeating everything you've been taught. I know what Big Judah be feeling like. We getting sick of it. You guys sound just like the damn, you sat in the slave master system for so long. When you talk, we see it come out your mouth. Oh, the Book of Mormon is this. How the hell you know? You ain't read nothing. You just spewing the CIA, Mossad, Saudi intelligence, hello. You spewing their moniker, they banner of the priest of Muhammad. Same thing they said about the Bible. I'm waiting on some Negro to come on here now and say the Bible is a white man's book. You shouldn't read that. Using the same mind control games with this book. These dudes are lost, man. You guys lost. You lost. Most I go Listen, if you lost, the Most High gonna kill you. You ain't no profit to him. You supposed to be profitable to the Most High in these last days to help raise up his people. And if you're not one of the children of the light, you're on the wrong channel. Get off this channel. We're not like the camps looking for views, and we're not looking for counts. We can give a damn about counts and views. Get the hell. We want more dislikes than we want likes. Because we're the men of the Most High God. And we don't care about what you think or what you feel. But if you come on here spewing CIA, Mossad, Saudi intelligence words, man, I'm going to rebuke the hell out you and send you to the moon. Get the hell off here. This is an educational channel. We in college. We don't want to hear nothing your slave master done told you. Just got done showing you guys that Brother Chittle is responsible for writing the damn book. And then you're going to try to tie the people that's holding the book in their hands today to the book. How do you deduce that? They can't even break down the book like they watching me right now. They watching me right this minute. And they got pencils and paper in their hand. The Book of Mormon, an account written by the hand of Mormon up on plates. So tell me any time in history where Gentiles had information written on plates. Go search any historical records and give me an account where Gentiles wrote their history on plates of gold and plates of silver. You won't find it. Never. Wherefore, it is an abridgment of the record of the people of Nephi, Hebrews, and also the Lamanites. Hebrews, written to the Lamanites, who are the remnant of the house of Israel. Now, if that said they are a remnant of the house of Israel, who the remnant of the house of Israel, dumb? Who the people of the house of Israel? If this written to the remnant of the house of Israel, tell me where you get a Gentile in that. The Gentiles come in among us. And they grabbed it in with us. But this written to the who? To the house of Israel. The 10 tribes. It's right there in your face. But you know what? You ain't got the right heart or the right spirit, sound like to me. Now, let's read it again for itself. Let's read it again for itself. Subsequent to the initial publication of the Book of Mormon, it didn't get published until when? It's an ancient book, and it didn't get published till when? No, CE, they gonna learn from us. They on here right now learning from me. They gonna wake up. As soon as they see them damn UFOs hit this dimension, they gonna wake the hell up. The whole earth gonna wake up. And when they see some of them chariots come over us to protect us, then they're gonna want to be right there with you. Subsequent to the initial publication of the Book of Mormon, when was it published? 1830. Yeah, you got some people out there in some writings telling people 1840. No, we in the original book. We in the book. We in the foundation of the book. 1830. And the works of who? The Hebrew brother. And the works of the Hebrew Israelite, 1848. Great institutions of learning have been engaged through countless technicians in the task of asserting facts concerning the origins, cultures, languages, and histories of the higher civilizations of both the ancient Near East, from which came the higher cultures of ancient America. Now they using snake talk. Now they just hit you with snake talk. They put your black butt back in Africa. See how they use snake talk? They just threw you back in Africa. No, let's reverse that. If everything you got and everything you saying is from ancient America, that means America is older than everywhere else. So let's reverse that. The higher civilizations that came from ancient America and then went over to the Near East. Because in 1492, I don't see you conquering Africa. I see you conquering America. According to both Chittle and the Book of Mormon. Now look, they're going to lie on Brother Chittle. Brother Chittle, born and raised and died here in Mexico, got all of the ancient hieroglyphic writings, and they getting it from him, and they didn't release it until 200 years later. Now they're going to now they're going to speak for Brother Chittle, knowing they lied. He dead and gone. Now they're going to spin it, talk about he came from the Near East to the, that's a lie from hell. Now they're going to come right back and tell you this again. According to both Chittle and the Book of Mormon, and ancient America, if you have no knowledge that America is older than Africa, then you need to go do some more studying and research. They have brought to light a vast amount of knowledge concerning the ancient inhabitants of the Western Hemisphere. What? The ancient who? So what is the Book of Mormon talking about? It's talking about the ancient inhabitants of the Western Hemisphere. I believe that right there for some of you guys that still, your brain is still kind of frozen. I'm trying to thaw your brain out today. What this book, who this book dealing with? Who this book dealing with? The ancient inhabitants of the Western Hemisphere. Stop. I'm still waiting to find something that's telling me Africa is ancient. And it's a higher civilization. We got pictures and proof that America was, I read in the Book of Mormon the other day that you guys was rich. Further, since 1830, a vast wealth of historical documentary material has become available to the students interested in the high civilizations of the ancient peoples of this land. Stop! Nah, Yehudim, that's a lie. You know why you know that's a lie, Yehudim? Somebody give Yehudim Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20. Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20. I'm going to show you why that's a lie, Yehudim. That's snake talk. They're trying to steal your history. Now, somebody post Psalms 119. Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20. You guys got to understand that the Most High are higher, only dealing with the Hebrew nation. He not giving no Gentile nothing. He showed this word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. He ain't gave no Gentile, send no angel to no Gentile. Let's get another one. Post Amos chapter 2, verse 11. Amos chapter 2, verse 11. See, these people can only take advantage of you when you don't know your first stick. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to get over there on Big Jew. Come on, Amos 2:11. Amos 2:11. And I raised up of your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O you children of Israel? Who the prophets? Who the prophets? You got to be a bloodline descendant of the black Hebrew Israelites, since they like to call them that. Yeah, that's what they teach you, Yehudim. They're stealing your information because they can't back it up with the Bible. All of the prophets are us. When we get the Spirit of God that come on us. Just like the Most High had the Spirit on Moses, who was a black man, and then took the Spirit off of him and put it on 70 other elders, and they all began to prophesy. Then the Spirit jumped off of them and then hit 2 more brothers. We the prophets. We the prophets of the world. They're going to have to receive it or they're going to perish. They're going to have to receive it or they're going to die. That's it. The Most High made a decision. He chose us. We the chosen people. He ain't going to change his mind. He the same yesterday, today, and forever, and he changed not. So any Gentile out there calling themselves a prophet, they a lie against the Bible. Now they can come and be trained and taught by a prophet on how to prophesy if they come in among us and humble themselves. But you can't just say, oh, I'm a prophet. That don't mean nothing. You got people out there on the crack corner downtown LA calling themselves prophets. Anybody can call themselves a prophet, but that don't mean it's right according to the biblical history. So when you read in the book of Mormon and you see all these angels coming down and talking to these brothers, you got to know Psalms 147, 19 and 20. You got to know Amos chapter 2 and verse 11. It's us that them angels talking to. He ain't talking to no Gentile. He ain't talking to no Hamites. You got Hamite prophets all over there right now and they're calling themselves prophets in the Christian church over there, doing fake miracle signs and wonders. All on Facebook doing stupid stuff. You guys come from the prophets. You are the ancient people. Yeah, it ain't the truth. You got to go back it up with the Bible. Everything people say, you got to go let me show me that in the book. Can you show me that in the book where the Most High called a Gentile a prophet? Now he raised up Timothy. Timothy was raised, Paul raised up Timothy over there in the book of Timothy. That's why you don't never hear Hebrews talking about Timothy, because Timothy's daddy was a real bloodline Greek and his mama was a Jew. What they call mixed. And the Bible never called him mixed. And he became a bishop. But he was taught by Paul, set under Paul. All them letters to Timothy are from Paul, telling him how to move and operate in the church. So now, don't let no Gentile tell you they are a prophet. They're a prophet, yeah. No, that's not biblical. Don't get mad at me because God put Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20 in the Bible. Don't get mad at me that God put Amos chapter 2, verse 11 in the Bible. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. That's the problem with these people. They get mad at the messenger, and I'm just showing you the verses. I'm not adding what I think. I'm not adding what I believe. I'm simply showing you what the words say. And then you got enough nerve to get mad at me? Come on in and have a seat, brother. Get mad at me? You lost your mind. You mad at God. You ain't mad at me. You mad at God. Because everything you've been taught is a lie. And now you finding out everything you've been taught is a lie. So now when the truth comes, the first thing you do is get mad. Nah, I don't receive that. I don't receive that. You don't have to receive it. As long as you heard it with the gristle on the side of your head called ears, then the Most High gonna get you. That's it. All I gotta do is quote it. You can throw it in the trash. Stomp on it. Do what you want. That's your free will. But in the end, you gonna burn. They mad because I got this book. So here we are dealing with this knowledge of this book coming from ancient inhabitants of the Western Hemisphere. Further, since 1830, a vast wealth of historical documentary material has become available to the students interested in the higher civilizations of the ancient peoples of this land. So now they're going to do documentaries, and in their documentaries, they're going to put themselves in there. Now your documentaries are white Hebrew Israelites in America. Here come the brainwashing 2.0. Here come the brainwashing, baby. Here come the documentaries. Here come the 12 years a slave. They got a little groundwork material about you guys, so now here they come. Oh, we got some stuff now. We can do some documentaries. Make the Egyptians white. Make everybody white. Let's put ourselves in their position. So now they're stealing your information. None of this material was accessible to Joseph Smith on the frontier of the Western New York in 1830. Lord Kingborough published all that was available to himself. What? None of this material, because Joseph told you he didn't write. So none of this material that came out of Lord Kingsborough's books was even accessible to Brother Joe in the Western Hemisphere in 1830. Let's hit another one. I'm not going to be much longer. You guys better get your pencil and get your paper out. I get straight to the point. That's right. I present the facts that break the non-believers' backs. I present the facts that break the non-believers' backs. So if you're going to get mad today, get mad with this brother that wrote this book. Because I'm reading from him. Then Yeshaya, I'm going to read it like this for the babies. I'm going to read this like this for the babies. Because we're going to establish today, me and Brother Tony was talking about this topic the other day, but we're going to establish today who the 24 elders is over there in the book of Revelations. You got 12 apostles that he picked over there on the continent of Africa, over there in Jerusalem. And then he got 12 that he picked over here when he said, other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them I must go to also. So now let's read. Christ Church and Gospel. Then Jesus selected 12 men, bestowed upon them the Melchizedek priesthood, and ordained them to the office of apostles, as he had done with the 12 other men, the 12 other men, the 12 other men, the 12 other men, the 12 other men prior to his crucifixion in Palestine. Stop. That's 24. Now I want to ask the priest of Mahan. I want to ask Saudi intelligence, because they're over there getting ready for the boxing match, but they sitting back right now with their $10,000 cigars. They got their fine wine. They got the most expensive wine on the planet. They got them a harem. You know how my Arab brothers like to do it. They got their harem around them right now. And they got their damn big computer screen up. And you guys thinking that they tuned in to the over there with the fight hype? They logged in right here. They logged in right here. Israeli Mossad, they on here right now. FBI, they on here right now. CIA, they on here right now. They all kick back. Go ahead and put your shoes up, my big brother over there in Saudi Arabia. Go and chill out. We know we brothers, we back. Psalms 83, you guys did that crafty counsel, but I want to let you guys know we back. Thanks be to the Holy Spirit and the Most High, Ahia, and his son Yeshaya. We back. We back. We back. All blessings to you. We'll be ruling next. So let's read this again. So I want to ask the priest of Mahan, where is the information outside of Hebrews chapter 7 that Christ ordained the 12 apostles over there in Palestine in the Melchizedek priesthood. Why did you take that out? Why is that missing? Because you got, this is the priesthood that Satan fears. This is the most powerful. This is the governmental structure that's upon the shoulders of the Son of God. With this priesthood comes spiritual power, spiritual authority, the ability to command the winds, the ability to open up portals. Because when you open up the heavens, you open up a portal. He said, I open up the windows of heaven and I pour you out a blessing. But you got to have the keys to open up the windows. And this is through the order of the Melchizedek, through the Negro race. Oh, let me go deeper than that. Through the Negro race, you people that hate us, you better repent. You better repent. This us. This us. This 24 Negro. Looking like one down there hanging out on the street. Chicago right now, one of them look like him. One of them look like that gang member over there in county jail, LA County Jail. One of them look like him. One of them look like one of them brothers down there on Skid Row. One of them look like him. You better hear me talking. This is our history that the other nations stole. Better come on out of here. Oh, I think Jesus, he might have been olive color. Well, olives only come in two colors, black and green. Which one is it? The other olives have been modified. Seen any green people walking the earth? Last I checked, they call them aliens. Let's continue with the word. Then Yeshua selected 12 men, bestowed upon them the Melchizedek priesthood, and ordained them to the office of apostles, as he had done with the 12 other men prior to his crucifixion in Palestine. Let's talk about America, you guys. Thereafter, he spent many days teaching the people of the gospel. Stop. Do you guys see how powerful this statement is? You guys been taught that Jesus, that he died and rose on the third day. And he went up into heaven and he's seated at the right hand of the Father with super glue on his butt. That he's bound to the right hand of the Father and he can't go nowhere. That's right, Yehudim. He was a black man. Well, they call us black, but different shades of brown, all the way up to dark, dark brown. So what? You guys see this? Somebody give me, you Bible teachers. Somebody give me, when Christ went back up into heaven, out of the book of Acts. I know where it's at, but I want you guys to give it to me. It's time to use your brain. It's in the book of Acts. Either one or two. Give it to me. Come on. Yeshua went up into heaven, and the angel was standing there, and they was looking and gazing. And the angel said, this same Yeshua that you seen leave, as Acts 1 and 9, Acts 1 and 9. He said he coming back in like manner. They're coming back. Now I'm giving you precepts. Acts 1, you can read 8 through 10. And then you take, I think it's Revelations 1 and 9, 1, 7 to 9. But I want you to, okay, that's the precept, one of the precepts. We got another precept in the book of Daniel. The book of Daniel is the other precept to go with Acts 1 and 9. He was taken up in the cloud, and the cloud received him out of his sight. Give our brothers and sisters the other precept for Acts 1 and 9 out of the book of Daniel. My wife over here whispering. Daniel 7. And what? He came before the Ancient of Days. 7 and 13. Daniel 7 and 13 is your precept for Acts 1 and 9. So don't let no unlearned Christian tell you Jesus is God, because there go your precept to prove it. Yeah, you can start at 13. And I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven and came to the Ancient of Days. Stop. There you go. There go your precept to prove John chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. There go your breakdown right there. There go your two precepts to help our people who stuck under the priest of Mahan's witchcraft. Jesus is God. Shut up. Go face the corner and you don't get no milk. You quoting the CIA doctrine. Antichrist doctrine. The creator of all of the universe got to get up off of his throne and come down here and die for you. You missed what kind of crack you smoking? He too big for that kind of nonsense. You hearing me talking? He too big for that nonsense. He created the worlds with an S on the end. He made more than the earth. Hear me talking. Get up out them churches, ain't teaching you nothing. Baptist church got you all twisted up. Methodist church got you all, them churches was put here to keep you in confusion. And you confused as hell, thinking that the Son of God is God. Yeah, you better get up out of it. When you hear a Negro talk like that, you know they under the spell. They under a spell. Man, you look at them and say, man, some heavy witchcraft on your mind. Let's keep reading. Thereafter, he spent many days teaching the people the gospel. Numerous mighty miracles were performed because of the faith and righteousness of the people. Because of the what? There we go again. You got to have faith, brothers and sisters. The hell with, I wouldn't wear a mitre until I get faith. I wouldn't wear fringes until I get faith. All they do run around here with mitres and fringes, I'm going to die. Yeshua said, I pray that when I come back, I find faith on earth. Not Hebrew. Numerous mighty miracles were performed because of the faith and righteousness of the people. Christ established his church. Stop. He established whose church? That's why now we one nation, one power under the holy order of the Son of God. Now you see where they started the Church of Christ. And it's a spiritually dead organization. Took the name. Now you know that you can re-legitimize the name by calling your church. Oh, we the Church of Christ. Or put we the OG Church of Christ. That's what I might do here. I might just go ahead and call it the OG Church of Christ. Oh yeah, Old Gadite. Yeah, the Old Gadite Church of Christ. That's what we're going to call it. One nation, one power, the Old Gadite Church of Christ. Because that's who we under. We got to get the name in its proper order also. Christ established his church, appointed the 12 disciples as apostles to preside over it, and then ascended into heaven soon after the 12 whom he had selected, fasted and prayed, and in response to their humble, we'll stop right there. Now, right at the top of this book, I got the definition for the word more, M-O-R, in Hebrew. Because the word mon, M-O-N, is a Greek word. It don't belong on the back of the word more. Our ancestors didn't speak Greek. The people that came over here did. Let's go. Further comments on the other sheet. Remember, what is that in the book of John? Where he says, other sheep I have that are not of this fold, them I must go to also. Oh, we ain't got to be yet. We in the leadership now. We leading everything right now, sis. Miss Hurd. We in leadership right now. We setting the holy order of Melchizedek in the earth. It ain't got nothing to do with the church building. The revival is happening right now, and you are part of the revival. The revival is knowledge and wisdom of self and where you come from and where you going. That's real revival. Revival is not you being hit in the head, foaming at the mouth like a dog, rolling over in the ground and getting back up on your feet and becoming 2 times the devil that you was before you got knocked on the ground. That ain't no revival. That's a trick of the devil. We're in revival right now. Further comment on the other sheet. Before Jesus left the Nephites and ascended to his Father in heaven, he told them of the parables of the sheep I have, which he had related to the Israelites in Jerusalem. You guys see this? You see how bold this is? This is bold. Because you notice ain't nobody else calling themselves Israelites. Ain't nobody else out there calling themselves Israelites. They ish, baby. They ishy. Ish. They ain't claiming they Israelites. You see, this wordplay. You guys don't understand. You the Israelites. You the Israelites. So now, he going in right now. He being real honest. Most High got a hold of his heart. So right now he's telling you that which he related to the Israelites in Jerusalem. The following quotation will give a full explanation. This much did the Father command me, that I should tell unto them, that other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. And they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd. But verily I say unto you, that the Father hath commanded me, and I tell it unto you, that you were separated from among them because of their iniquity. Therefore, it is because of their iniquity that they know not of you. Stop. Every so-called dude from the tribe of Judah, and you tell them that, you full-blooded Cherokee, you full-blooded Blackfoot Indian, you full-blooded this, and then they look at you and tell you, nah, you from Judah. That's another CIA mind control game they play. All they doing is spewing out of their mouth that we look alike. Well, hell, we supposed to look alike. So they don't even know of you, brothers and sisters. So don't even go there with these people. I'm talking about these lost Israelites. They don't even know you. And verily I say unto you, that you are they of whom I said, other sheep I have which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd. And they understood me not, for they supposed it had been the Gentiles. For they understood not that the Gentiles shall be converted through their preaching. Stop. How the Gentiles gonna be converted? This is in the Book of Mormon, you guys. How are the Gentiles going to be converted? They think we the Gentiles. They've been so twisted with the priest of Mahan that they think we the Gentiles. That's why they call around knocking on doors. You see it? This is what the priest of Mahan have done. They made us Gentiles, and now the Gentiles think they us. Now the Gentiles going around knocking on your door, trying to convert you, which is backwards. You supposed to be knocking on their door, trying to convert them. It's all backwards. Satan has turned everything upside down. I'm going to leave that right there. There you go, Philip. Grabbed it in. Philip is grabbed it in. That's my Gentile brother. I fight for him. He putting in work. Thank you, Philip. Putting in much work on One Nation, One Power. Where we going to be ended up going here in a minute. Because YouTube ain't going to let this keep going. They're going to knock these damn channels down, baby. They're going to put this channel in the dirt. If they don't put this channel in the dirt, I'm calling up the CIA. I'm going to call them myself. Nah. Let me do this. Let me read this one more time. And they understood me not, for they supposed it had been the Gentiles. For they understood not that the Gentiles should be converted through their preaching. Stop. Hold on. Nah, keep it moving, Gentiles. Nah, this not for you. Nah. This only for Israel. John 4:22. Nah, salvation is of the Jews. Nah. Most High gonna knock you dead head first into hell. They going to hell. Remember, Satan set that Bible up to be a trap. The Bible is one big mouse trap. Yeah, called Isaiah from Germany calling them road dogs. Yeah, they are road dogs. So the Gentiles gonna be converted through us, but the Gentiles done been confused by Satan. They think they us. Yeah, the Gentiles included, but Satan has turned it all upside down. Yehudim, you see that? See that, Howard? They're supposed to be getting converted by us, but they think they supposed to convert us because they've been taught that we the seed of Cain, when we the seed of Shem. We don't even look like, walk like, smell like Africans. They can't even tell. Matter of fact, I'm going to get a picture so I can help them. Because, they still being taught we under the cursed seed of Cain. We're not even related to Cain. And Cain's curse was not black skin. But we know Lamech's curse was white skin. That was Miriam's punishment. When Miriam got mad because Moses married the Ethiopian woman, what did the Most High do? Turn Miriam white as snow. Miriam started screaming and hollering. Can you hear Miriam screaming and hollering? Oh, don't kill me. Don't make me like one that's dead. Oh. Yeah, Yehudim, they in delusion. That's why my heart go out to them, because they under a spell. They under a spell. They've been flipped. Remember, this was all done by the high priest order of Mahan, the great and abominable church. Put a spell on them too. Remember, some of these people went to your school. So, let's keep reading. But behold, you have both heard my voice and seen me, and you are my sheep, and you are numbered among those whom the Father hath given me. Christ's explanation to the Nephites shows why can't read that part. Why the Father singled out the people of the New World for a visit. Stop. Why did he single out the people of the New World? Because they are Hebrew Israelites. He called them Nephites. And then he tell you, you guys see that? I got to get out of here. I got visitors. I'm going to go ahead and break it down. Watch this. Christ's explanation to the Nephites shows that that's fair God. They put fair God in there. See how they try to make you think he look like something that he don't? He gonna kill these people. When he come back, he gonna kill these people. Because ain't gonna be no damn fair looking God coming back to the earth. He coming back like a lion. Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 30 and down. They're going to be dead bodies from one end of the earth to the other. In the book of Revelation, it says they're going to look at his face and they're going to say, hide us from the face of the Lamb and from the face of him that sitteth upon the throne. And they're going to tell the rocks and the mountains to fall on us and kill us. Ain't going to be no dang on fair God coming back. That's mind control right there. Fair. Oh, now white skin is called fair. And we right here, we still the curse. Black skin is the curse. You know, chocolate cake is the curse. You know, chocolate is the curse. Anything black is the curse. Anything white is blessed. The White House. The white fence. Huh? You guys seeing this? This is all psychological mind control. To make you think up is down and down is up. Angel food cake. That's right. Devil's food cake. This all mind control. Yeah, everybody love chocolate, don't they? Don't they, Yvette? They love chocolate, don't they? They really do. They love chocolate so much, they're trying to be you. If they ain't, then they better go get some damn sun because it's going to be some hot sun. There's an oven coming. Malachi chapter 4, the day of the Lord going to burn people up. And for all you out there that trying to stay out of the sun, you better go get some sunlight right now because the gamma coming. It's going to be like a day of an oven. Better get used to that heat now. Christ's explanation to the Nephites shows that the fair God singled out the people of the New World for a visit. And why such an important event was not called more forcibly to the attention of the Israelites in Palestine. You know what? Let's start calling ourselves Israelites again. Let's take off the Hebrew moniker and just start calling ourselves Israelites. I'm going to get some shirts made up just calling ourselves Israelites. Because you know what? It's as if there's a spirit that won't attach itself to that name. Everybody else will call themselves Hebrew. Everybody else will say they from this tribe or that tribe. But nobody want to call themselves Israelites. Well, right now, El Dayil, I'm start calling myself an Israelite. That separates me from everybody else. I'm an Israelite. Because everybody else claiming to be us. Oh, we Hebrews. We Hebrews too. Oh, we Hebrews too. What tribe you from? I'm from the tribe of Benjamin. Oh, I'm from the tribe of Israel. No, I'm an Israelite now. Come on, I got to get out of here. One more. Two more. I'm an Israelite. That's all you're going to call me. That's going to separate me from everybody else. The Book of Mormon serves as the American witness to Jesus Christ, confirming the teachings of the Hebrew stock. Confirming the teachings of the who? Right here, if you got this book, you can pin in right up top right there. You can pin in Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Amos chapter 2, verse 11. Because all of the Hebrew prophets were us. Whether they came out of Issachar, whether they came out of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Manasseh, Asher, Dan, whatever it came out of, it was us. And of the Master himself, wherein they declared that Christ is the good shepherd. This ancient American scripture boldly declares Christ to be the universal shepherd of all righteous people throughout the earth, who will take upon themselves the Master's name and keep his commandments. Ain't that somewhere over there in the book of Acts, where the Most High talk about everybody of every nation that call upon his name in righteousness is accepted with him? Now, let's keep reading. For there is one God and one shepherd over all the earth. See that Jesus ain't God? Certainly, the good shepherd has visited his sheep, regardless of the country and age in world's history in which they live, in fulfillment of the prophecies made by the holy men of God. In the ancient times, the good shepherd visited the Jews in Palestine, the inhabitants of ancient America, the lost tribes of Israel, and Joseph Smith in the latter day. What? How he get in there? How he get in there? Right here again, you can put in Amos 2:11, Psalms 147, 19 and 20. According to the Bible, the prophets only come out of the Israelite nation. But the only way to inject themselves and make the Gentiles think they're you was to do this. See, snake talk, see how they got the... I feel sorry for the Gentiles, you guys. They put a job on them. They use some serious combinations on them. And you guys walking around wondering why the Gentiles thinking they us. They got hooked up. They got hooked up. To each of these, he gave the gospel plan of salvation, providing a way whereby those who desire might come into his fold and in due time gain an inheritance in celestial glory. Now stop. Stop. The Israelites are the only people on the earth when they get baptized, they got to confess the sins of their forefathers and their sins. And it's the same thing with the repentant Gentiles, because they got to confess the sins of their forefathers for stuff like this. This is sin. This is sin. You got to know that this is a sin. He said you're not supposed to add one word or take away one word. The bottom, and I'm going to finish up. It should be pointed out in summarizing Christ's phenomenal work in ancient America that if Israelites don't have no understanding that Christ came to America, they still lost. It should be pointed out in summarizing Christ's phenomenal work in ancient America that he, the only begotten Son, the only begotten of the Father, established his church and kingdom anciently on the Western Hemisphere and gave its members the Melchizedek priesthood, or the holy priesthood, after the order of the Son of God. I like that, man. I got to get a shirt with that on it. I got to get me a shirt with that on it. The Melchizedek priesthood, or the holy priesthood after the order of the Son of God. Oh, that sounds so good. The Master also gave to the Nephites all of the laws and ordinance of the gospel. Stop. He also gave unto the Nephites all of the what? All of the Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 7 and 8. What people was given the law? They keep telling you this us, you guys. We're going to read this again. The master also gave to the Nephites all of the laws and ordinances of the gospel requisite for the salvation and exaltation of that marvelous race of people. They calling you guys a marvelous race of people. How you like that, marvelous race of people? Put that on a shirt. We're a marvelous race of people. Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. There you go. You're a marvelous race of people. You are a marvelous race of people. This is El Dayo from One Nation, One Power. I came on here at the beginning and I showed you the 1611 King James Version Bible with the Apocrypha still in it, with the mention of the Nephites in it. So if anybody tell you that it's not mentioned in the Bible, just go get the 1611 original King James Version Bible, and there it is. Nephi, I think it's, what's that? Second Maccabees? Second Maccabees 1, 26 to 34, somewhere in there. So Second Maccabees 1, 34 to 36. That's right, required. You're a marvelous people, Yehudim. You're marvelous. That's why they call Marvin Hagler Marvelous Marvin Hagler, because he was a marvelous race of people. Yeah, I grew up watching me some Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Now I know why they gave him the name. Because you guys are a marvelous race of people. I like that. Marvelous. Take that one for the rest of the day. We are the people of the book. Shalom. Second Maccabees chapter 1, verse 34 to 36. I love all of you. I'm going to listen to Big Judah next too. Remember, we are the children of the light. He said, walk as the children of the light. He said, walk while you have the light. All right, Sharon. All right, Devon. All right, family. Much love, much respect. Much love, much respect. Respect people by the content of their character, Dr. Martin Luther King said. If they respect you, respect them. If they don't respect you, you ain't gotta give them no respect. You give respect where respect is due. Honor where honor is due. Love where love is due. It's El Dayo from One Nation, One Power. Don't get it twisted. All right, Asai, I'll see you guys later. All right, Yana, Monica, Ahia's child, Sandy. We just reaffirming. Oh, Yehudim said spit a verse before I go. I can only do it when the Holy Spirit move on me. That's the only time I can do it. Let me sit here for a minute. Yeah. Yeah. I tried to tell you. You the people. You the people of the book. I tried to tell you. Everything is yours. I said everything is yours. All the history is yours. It come from you. You the people. You the children of the people. You the people of the book. You the Israelites. Walk like it. Start to talk like it. Let the world see. We ain't got no hate. Let the world know. The Gentiles welcome. We gonna teach them too. That's what we gonna do. Walk in the light while he is in the light. Hold your head up. Walk with your head up. You the people of the book. Don't let nobody put you down no more. It don't matter what you got. Hold your head up. He said he's coming. He said he's coming back. He said he's coming back to get you. So keep living like that. Keep living holy. Keep walking holy. Holiness to the Most High. That's what time it is. Got no time to mess up. I'm gonna keep my eyes up. I'm gonna keep my eye on him. I ain't going clubbing no more. I don't want no cigarette no more. I ain't gonna get drunk no more. I don't want no more of that. I ain't banging no more. I'm giving that up. And I ain't looking back. I'm going forward. So let me get right back. Let me tell you where we're going. We're going to the kingdom. So get your garment right. And you better get it right. Confess them sins every day you in. Don't play with your soul. Confess them sins. And let the Most High know you in it to win it. All the way to the end. To the end, my friend. Till the wheels fall off. I'm banging with the Most High. All the way to the end. Ezekiel 37:10 said he's looking for an army. He ain't looking for boys. He ain't looking for little girls. He said he's looking for an army. He raising up an army. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel 37:10. He said, I'm raising an army. I'm raising a holy army. I'm raising a righteous army that's going to carry out my will. He said, with thee, I will punish the horse and the rider. He said, with thee, you my weapons of war. You better hear me talking. You his weapon of war. That 144 coming. That weapon of war. With thee I shall smite. I shall smite the other nations. You better hear me talking. With thee, myself said. With thee, the Most High said. I'm going to move against them. You going to be a part of this. He He activating. He sending the Holy Ghost. And he activating you now. You can't explain it. But he activating you right now. That's why you holding on. That's why you rocking with the Spirit. The Spirit of the Most High. You the children of the light. Oh, that's where you come from. You were sent here for now because now is your time. It's your time to shine. I said now is your time. Let your mama know. I ain't got time no more. Let your brothers and sisters know. I got to go. I heard the call. He called my name. And I'm asking back, what you need me to do? I'll preach your word. And I'll teach your word. I'll live life right. And I'll be an example. Send your people. We'll put them in the water. We'll get them baptized. We'll put them in the water. We'll follow the doctrine of Christ all the way to the end. To the end, my friend. All the way to the end. We gonna do this thing. And we not gonna give up. So I'm here to let the world know. We not gonna give up. We the Israelites. You can call out your army and go get your guillotine. It don't matter. I said it don't matter. You're moving too late. You should have got us 30 years ago. But now we in his hands. And it don't matter. Go get your army. Go get your Marine. Call up the Navy. It don't matter. I'll walk up them steps and give my head. I'm not gonna deny. Do you hear me talk? Not gonna deny. Ain't gonna happen. Don't matter what you do. I made up my mind. Ain't going back. Ain't going back no more. Don't want nothing to do with backslide. Ain't going back no more. We rocking with the Most High. All the way to the end. Do you hear me talking, my friend? All the way to the end. I'm talking about the black Christ. The one in the Bible. Revelations 1:14 and 15. Oh, the one in the Bible. I'm talking about the Niners in Acts 13 and 1. Those guys in the Bible. I'm talking about the Bible. Yeah, I'm talking about the Bible. My brother Job in 30 and 30. He said my skin is black. It's black upon me. My brother Moses, the Most High said, put your head in your shirt and take it back out again. The Bible said his hand was white as snow. The Most High said, put it back in. And he put it back in again. He took it back out. And it was just like his other flesh. This book is the Israelites. And we are the Israelites. We are the people of the Most High. I said the Most High God. He's raising us up. So why don't you stand up? No more sit down with a frown on your face. He promised to come back and give you this place. We rocking with him all the way to the end. He said, I'm going to give you all the gold, and I'm going to give you all the silver. Be faithful unto the end, and I'll bless you with a reward. There's a reward coming, my friend. Do you hear me talking? Hold on to the end. We in the last days. Can't you see it happening? Hold on, my friend. We in the last days. The world's losing their mind, but you gaining yours. Everybody going backwards, but you going forward. Don't look back no more. Why don't you let it all go? Let it all go, my friend. Let it all go. The people behind you, they don't really love you. They just want you to hang out. They don't really love you. Everything is in front of you. That's what Brother Paul said. He said, I press forward in front of me. My destiny's in front of me. Everything you got is in front of you. You gotta let them friends go. Everything in front of you. The closer you get to the Most High, your friends gonna leave. Don't be sad. They supposed to leave. You came from the light, and now you get ready to go back. Them what your friend. Them what your friend. A real friend, he gonna honor your word. When you say I ain't doing it no more, they gonna honor your word, and they gonna leave you alone. The devil's child gonna keep trying to call you back. Them ain't your friend. I said them ain't your friend. Gather with the saints and participate with them. Hang out with the righteous and participate with them. Link up with your other brothers. Oh, and your other sister. Get on that phone and call the righteous. We're supposed to hang out together in these last days. I'm just flowing a little. Oh, in these last days. I'm sold out. I'm sold out 100. Just like in the game, I'm sold out 100. The Bible tells me to be content whatever state you find yourself in, therewith be content. I'm banging with the Most High, and with His Son Yeshua. I'm in a new game, but this game on another thing. I'm banging with Him. I'm banging with righteousness. Oh, I'm still banging, but I'm banging with righteousness. Do you hear me talking? I'm banging on holiness and sanctification. I'm going to present my body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable, which is my reasonable service. I ain't got time to fornicate. Got time to participate. Got no more time to sin. Oh, I ain't gonna let it in. I'm gonna fight to the end. To the end, my friend. You used to have me, Satan, but you ain't got me no more. I ain't rocking with you, cause you ain't got me no more. The older I am, oh, I'm flowing with the Holy Ghost. I'm just letting you know we ain't sinning no more. We ain't going to the club. So stop smoking your weed. So stop calling me. If I gotta block you, I'll block you, my friend. I gotta cut you out of my life, cause I'm trying to make it to the end. I'm Aboriginal. I'm from the 10 tribes. I'm from the house of Israel. I'm giving up for the 10 tribes. The feathers up. Oh, they up, my friend. I'm a Gadite. Banging, my friend. I said I'm banging, my friend. Banging, my friend. Banging on the right side. Living right, talking right. And respecting people right. Got tired looking at your skin. I ain't all in that. Are you living right? And are you talking right? I got to go. Choose your friends closely. Don't hang with trash. Daddy said you become trash. What you hang around, you will soon become. Separate yourself and come out, my people. This elder I hear, under the holy order, the order of the Son of God, under the holy order, I want to say shalom. Shalom, my friends. Shalom once again. Shalom, my friend. The Most High got us. He got us, my friend. We in His hand. He got us, my friend. Now, before I leave, let me tell you again. We in the Most High's hand. And He got us, our friends. I said He got us, our friends. He leading and guiding us through the Holy Ghost. Our mother, the Spirit, she leading and guiding us. So hold on, my friend. It's not time to give up. It's not time to get caught. It's time to hold on. We on a journey. Can't you see it with your eye? I can't wait to see what's next. Can you see it with your eye? Hold on, my brother. And hold on, my sister. Hold on, my brother. And hold on, my sister. This is a song of encouragement. I'm trying to encourage you. Walking away from your past, you ain't gonna miss nothing. When you look in your life, you ain't gonna miss nothing. Ain't nothing back there no good anyway. You ain't gonna miss nothing. So keep holding on to the Son. He said, all those the Father gave me are in the palm of my hand. He said, I'm not gonna lose one. I'm not gonna lose one. So hold on, my friend. No time to give up. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'll see you again. I'll see you later. We got some baptisms to do. I'll see you later. Shalom, brother. Shalom, sister. All right, QEP. Don't give up. Stop looking back. Stop letting the devil try to make you think you losing something. You ain't losing nothing. You gaining everything. I'm gonna say it again. Stop letting the devil make you think you losing something. You ain't losing nothing. You losing the world. And we can't be friends with the world. He said, don't be friends Don't be a friend of the world. He said, come out from among them and let that world go. We didn't receive the spirit of the world, but the spirit of Christ. Oh, ain't that right? Shalom.